Hello guys, welcome to another tutorial. This one's gonna be about fast dodge and burn technique, something that I used to do very often in Lightroom. Usually dodge and burn are meant to be done in Photoshop, where you can go much more into details, bring your picture up to the perfection. But if you're in a hurry, and your work isn't meant to be for high-end commercial, maybe for Instagram or any other reason, this is very simple and fast technique, and actually quite useful. So let's start. First I'm gonna select adjustment brush. Then I'm gonna lift up exposure somewhere around 1.50 or maybe a little bit less, 1.20. Then I'm gonna raise the highlights significantly, maybe somewhere around 50. Okay, and now I'm gonna select the skin. And here you don't have to be too precise. And you might think, what this guy's doing? It looks ridiculous. I know. Hold on. I'll show you how we're gonna sort it out in a second. Just let me brush all the skin. Okay, now we're gonna make these highlights perfect very easy. So there is the range mask. You should select on luminance. Now I'm gonna reduce the range, so only highlights will be affected. Somewhere around 85, I think it'll be perfect. Yeah, so let's look before and after. It's solid, isn't it? Simple as that. And if you're not satisfied, you can always go back to settings and play with some details, like smoothness, and make these highlights even softer. Let's fast check before and after again. Yeah, it's fine. And now we're gonna burn in the same way. I'm gonna select the new custom brush. And let's reset all settings. And obviously this time I'm gonna reduce the exposure. Let's put it somewhere around minus 1.28. And then I'm gonna select the skin the same way I did it previously. Since we're gonna use the range mask again, it doesn't need to be too precise. And also that's the reason why you don't need to cover only dark spots. Okay, and now I think we are fine. Let's select our luminance, and this time I'm gonna do just the opposite. So I'm gonna reduce the range to left, and only shadows will be affected. Yeah, I think that would be enough. Let's see our shadows before and after. What you say? I think in many situations it could be time saver. And especially if your intention is to upload to social media. And now let's fast check before and after all we did. We dodge and burn together. Actually, I think it's quite nice, considering we spent only a few minutes doing this. Also, if there is a need to add even more details on some part of your image, like I'm doing now, you can repeat the same steps again on that part. Look how much details we are getting with such a simple technique. Like you say, it's not always necessary to dodge and burn in Photoshop. Actually, it depends on the purpose. And in case you really need soft highlights, you can reduce some texture and clarity as well. Also in that way, it's gonna look much more natural. And one more check before and after only on this part. And to me it seems quite pleasant. Of course, this technique can't replace detailed dodge and burn from Photoshop, but like I said before, if you're in a hurry or maybe not familiar with the Photoshop, you've still got a simple alternative here in Lightroom, and especially for beginners. Okay, that's it for today. Hope you like it. Consider to subscribe, click the bell and get notified every time your video is out. And see you in the next one. Cheers!